Hey guys, this is Goat from the 1980s Movie Graveyard, podcast, Facebook, whatever, all that shit. Standing in my theater room. Been meaning to make this video for a long time for the Patreon people, but we're probably not doing Patreon anymore by the time you see this video. So I just figured I'd make this video anyway because we've been talking about making some collecting videos and whatever, and maybe start a little YouTube here and there. So that's probably the first video for this. What I've been doing, I think since May or June, all my whatever older type movies that I bought on Blu-ray or whatever, I kind of threw into a pile over here. So we're going to go through them so you can see everything I bought. It's November 7th right now? I'm not sure. November 7th. So you can see everything that I bought since like May or whatever. So take a look. Alright. Look at this giant pile of movies right here. Let me get my big fat head out of the way so we can start going through them out of the way of the light. Yeah, this is a lot of shit here, but there was a lot of sales and a lot of shit I picked up on eBay for cheap, so, you know. Just got this week or two ago, the Scream Factory version, Invasion of Body Snatchers. I actually wanted to get this because of all the special features on it and shit. I like this movie, I like the cast, didn't have a DVD of it or anything like that. So I figured, why not go ahead and pick up the Blu-ray. I popped it in. Very cool so far. I'm happy. I know we give Scream Factory a lot of shit on the podcast and whatnot. Sometimes rightfully so. But this one, I think, is pretty good. Got it on the Shocktober sale, so it wasn't too bad. Some of these aren't, well actually, a lot of these aren't 80s. That last one was 70s. This one is actually 90s, American Buffalo. It's a Twilight Time movie. Picked it up because it was going out of print and they had it for like half off. It was insanely cheap, and you know, I liked this movie when I saw it in theaters. Yes, I'm old enough to have seen this in theaters. I think it came out like 96, so figured before it goes out of print I'll get it. This is one I just got off super cheap for eBay, still brand new sealed, Grandview USA. This is 80s. I really like this. As you can see here, Jamie Lee Curtis, sees Thomas Howell, Patrick Swayze. Rented this on DVD a couple months ago, and then the Blu-ray came out, so I'm glad I didn't buy the DVD because I got the Blu-ray for about what the DVD goes for. But very cool 80s movie. I like it a lot, especially, you know, the Swayze dog. He's not with us anymore. You got Jamie Lee Curtis when she looked really awesome, and you know, still had that young kind of, like, I don't know what you call it, rebel quality to some of her characters. And you gotta love C. Thomas Howell. Okay, now to one of the releases we savaged on the podcast. A lot of you probably heard Chopping Mall. Not bad. I'm glad I had a Best Buy reward certificate, so I got this for like, I think like 17 bucks or something. I wouldn't pay 30 bucks for this unless you're a huge Chopping Mall. I would have paid 30 bucks because I'm a huge Chopping Mall mark. But yeah, probably won't get any more Vestron video releases unless they put out some shit that I absolutely gotta have. This is borderline 80s, or I think 1990 technically, but you can tell it's shot in the 80s. Captain America. I've only seen pieces of this, like on YouTube and shit. Everybody says it's terrible, but I like Marvel movies, and I actually like how kind of accurate this costume is from the, you know, from the comic book and all that. I see the TV is on here. I'm gonna turn that off. Hopefully it's not annoying you guys too much. But yeah, I got this for 10 bucks at Target, so I won't feel too bad if it's not that great. Now this came out, I think, back in March, but I just wanted to throw this out there because this is a great deal, because you got Private Resort, you got Perfect, which unfortunately is in 185 to 1, not 235 to 1, but it's still way better looking than the full frame DVD. And then you got Hard Bodies, which was a great movie from my youth, and then Spring Break, which I've only watched parts of, but bought this for Private Resort. Private Resort looks pretty damn good on Blu-ray, so I would get this. This is actually Mill Creek bullshit, Sun, Sand, Sweat. Get this for 8 bucks. You will not regret it. This was another one when I bought that American Buffalo. It was going out of print. I've never seen Mind Warp. It's a Bruce Campbell movie from, I think, around 88 or something. Produced by Fangoria Films when Fangoria was trying to make films. Have not seen it. I think it's more science fiction than Hoarder, but they had it on sale too. I think I got this like 15 bucks for, you know, for a Twilight Time movie. Sorry for all the glare. For a Twilight Time movie, it's not bad. Now, I'm not going to lie. Never seen this movie before. I saw it was going out of print. One retailer online had it. I'm not going to bullshit you guys. I had to pay 30 bucks for this. But I watched the movie, and it's kind of fucking worth it. I gotta say, excuse my French. Joysticks. Totally awesome video game. Okay, here's another one. This is actually 70s too. I thought this was, well, no, yeah, this is 70s. But it's earlier 70s than I thought. I thought it was like 79, but I think it's more like 74 or something. Family Paradise. I'm a big Brian De Palma mark. As you see, I got another De Palma movie here somewhere. Yeah, I've seen pieces of this as a kid, but I'm a big fan of like crazy, you know, crazy whatever musical, so I figured I'd give Family Paradise, you know, a shot. Alright, this is another one I got on the Screen Factory, whatever, Shocktober sale. Ghost Stories. Loved this, saw this as a kid. I remember being hyped because of articles about it in Fangoria. Went to see it as a kid, did not disappoint. It's pretty creepy. It's a pretty weird movie too, because it has like all these older people in it, like Fred Astaire, Melvin Douglas, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., and then of course you got Craig Wasson from, I don't know if you can see this with all the glare, but there's a great mucky zombie ghost in it. Basically it's just about these old ass dudes who I guess they accidentally killed a girl. I haven't seen this in years. They kill a girl and like her ghost comes to haunt them when they're old ass men, so it's pretty awesome. This is another one I haven't seen in a long time. I got this super cheap on the Screen Factory Shocktober sale. That sale that we mocked like a you know what. So yeah, but I mean it's a classic, and I kind of always wanted to get more into this one because it's one of the few slashers directed by a woman there, Amy Jones. So haven't seen it in a long fucking time, but I'm hoping I won't regret it. Here's the other De Palma movie. I actually just got this in the mail 2 days ago. This is the MGM version. I did not get that Criterion version because there were some issues with the video, and they did replacement disc and all that shit. I didn't want to mess around. And also, the MGM disc has a 5.1 surround sound remix, which some people say is pretty decent. So this is the version I went with. And it's still got a ton of special features. It actually is a special edition. It just doesn't have some of the interviews that the Criterion one does. Okay, this is 90s. I love this movie, Bound. I remember going to see this in the theater when it came out. This actually has the unrated version too, which I think it's just like, you know, a few more seconds of the sex scene or whatever. This actually looks really good. This is an Olive Films release. Olive Films, they don't get talked about or whatever too much, but they they also put out that Grandview USA. They put out a lot of like really cool stuff that wouldn't end up on Blu-ray otherwise. Now, a lot of it's not like special editions and stuff. Like, I don't even know if there is any special features on this, but still, I actually put this in one night and just flipping around because I was curious, because this was a low-budget independent movie, and the Blu-ray looks really good, so. Okay, now you can make fun of me. I had to have Biodome on Blu-ray. I did not have the DVD, so I waited till there was a sale on deep discount, so I got this for like, you know, 10, 11 bucks or whatever. Doesn't look the greatest in the world. This is another Olive Films or whatever. It only has stereo sound. Doesn't look the greatest. If you have the DVD, the special edition DVD, or whatever it is, I would say probably keep it. But if not, the Blu-ray's not bad. It's just not great. Another Screen Factory Shocktober one. I thought this was maybe like 99, but I think this is either 2000, 2001. 2000, yeah. So, it's not even remotely 80s, not even 90s actually, but I really like Ginger Snaps. Not sure if the sequels are on Blue or not. I would pick them up maybe on a double pack or something, but for how cheap this was, it was pretty cheap. I didn't mind. Okay, now this is one I also picked up on the last day of the Screen Factory sale. I'd never heard of Hellhole. I read a synopsis, and it's basically an exploitation movie about, I don't know, some evil fuckers who like get these women and put them up in a prison and like, you know, basically just get them naked and stuff. And I was like, oh, this sounds like trash. But I watched the trailer of it, and it looks so grindhousey, like in a cool way. Like, I'm a big fan of, like, you know, the movie Grindhouse as well as actual Grindhouse movies. And this looked like the real deal. Like, this almost looked like a Machete type fake trailer, but it was actually the real trailer from back in the day for this movie. So yeah, I actually cannot wait to see this Hellhole. If you guys have seen it or like it or whatever, let us know if there's in the comments for this video. Psycho for the Beginning, also Screen. Actually, no, this was on the Screen Factory sale, but I actually got this from bullmoose.com because they had it cheaper. Bullmoose.com, check them out. I get a lot of stuff there that are cheap, no tax, usually free shipping. But yeah, Psycho for the Beginning. This is technically a cable movie because I think it premiered on Showtime, but you know, I'm not super crazy into the Psycho series, but I have part 1 and I have part 2. I gotta pick up part 3 to, you know, complete it now, but you know, I like this. I like Henry Thomas too, who plays the young Norman Bates, so that's one of the main reasons why I got it. Oh, okay. I was out of town. Sorry, I meant to take this out of the pile before we did this video, but I screwed up. I was out of town. It was right when they divorced or whatever happened. I was like, you know, I actually really like Angelina Jolie, and at the time I really was into Doug Liman. I mean, still into Doug Liman, but he did this movie because I really like Swingers, I really like Go, I really like the first Bourne movie, The Bourne Identity. I was like, maybe this isn't as, because I saw this in the theater when it came out and I hated it. I was like, maybe this isn't as bad, and Angelina Jolie's in it kicking ass. I have to say, this movie is, I don't know, it's just, it's bland. It's bland. Like, I don't really buy the whatever fake drama of their whatever that's in this movie, and the action scenes are not that good at all. So, sorry that I bought I'm sorry that I bought Mr. and Mrs. Smith. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, now here's a controversial disc. Newman Cruz, Color Money. Love this movie. Scorsese movie. I love this actually ever since I saw it as a kid. Probably, I think Tom Cruise's best movie, maybe. Everybody says this Blu-ray looks like shit, but here's the thing. I didn't have the DVD. It was literally $5, maybe a little under. I bought it on some sale or something. So yeah, so Color Money. I watched a little bit of it on my projector. It doesn't look good, but it doesn't look like the worst either. Either way, I'm glad to have a copy because I love the movie. Oh, here's another one. Kind of like joysticks, because this was out of print, and guys were on. I'll show you the other copy I have. I have a DVD copy of this that turned out to be so god awful. I bought one of those packs, 12 packs, whatever. It had My Tutor. You know, I didn't even know the Blu-ray was out of it recently. You know, they made a Blu-ray until recently, and as soon as I found out about it, it was already out of print. But I was like, well, I'll get this cheap DVD. DVD looks so bad, I can't even watch it. I'm not gonna lie, and I'll show you the pack later just to warn you guys not to buy it. So yeah, this is from Scorpion Releasing. That's why it was out of print. Just like joysticks, they also put joysticks out. Yeah, I've seen like shots and stuff. The Blu-ray looks pretty good, but I don't know. I had to have this honestly because it's an early Crispin Glover, and this was going for like people were trying to. I would say they were trying to get $50 out of this on eBay. I finally got a guy that, you know, had some copies, reasonable, $25. So I don't regret that. Okay, this I want to talk about a little bit. This is very cool. Recently, I like Olive a lot, but Olive put out the American Ninja movies recently, and they're very expensive if you buy them all. So there's this UK set, American Ninja 4 Ultimate Collection. Pop it open so you guys see what it's like. It's pretty cool. It's not like one of those cheapo sets. Like every movie has its own Blu-ray. The part 1 is a special edition, and I think the other ones just kind of have trailers or maybe little things. But if you look on this online, you can get this. I got this from Amazon UK. Okay, this is region B locked, which isn't a problem for me personally because I have 2 region free players. So I knew that going this, but for some reason I think this company, 88 Films, I'm pretty sure the first batch of these were region free, so everybody from America imported them. And so if you go online, everybody, like half the people say it's region free, and half the people who bought it more recently, like me, say it's not. So I have a region free player. Don't bother me that it's region B locked, but just buyer beware on that. I just want you guys to know because it's really confusing. Because when you read online, some people say it's region free, some don't. So I think certain copies, like the first batch, were region free, but now it's not. So. But if you have a region-free player, I would definitely take a chance on importing this. I think I got this for like $22, and if you buy all the individual whatever Olive ones, it's going to be like closer to $60. So, okay, this was a cheapie but goodie. My Science Project. This is like you get this just about everywhere for $5 to $6. I think it's a it's a Mill Creek one. Doesn't have really much special features. I think maybe the trailer. Damn, I apologize for all this glare in here. But it's kind of the way this room is set up, the way the lights are. Sorry about that. But yeah, I love this movie. Actually watched this Blu-ray since I got it. Stockwell, Dennis Hopper, Fisher Stevens. Really great, really wacky. Kind of like Weird Science on steroids with some action mixed in there. Okay, just love this movie. I'm a big Mickey Rourke fan, big Don Johnson fan, Harley Davidson Marvel man. Obviously, I have not watched the Blue yet. It's still in the shrink wrap. But this was another one. What was this? This is Shout Factory, but I got it on some type of sale. I think, was it maybe Amazon? Okay. Yeah, I think Amazon. I got it on sale. Howard the Duck. You can get this cheap too. I don't care what anybody says. I like this movie. I genuinely like it. George Lucas made it, so a lot of people hate it. Marvel Comics bullshit from back in the day, but I think it's quirky in a good 80s way. This is some real 80s graveyard type stuff right here, the Howard the Duck. Weekend at Bernie's. Again, it sucks part 2 is not on Blu-ray, so I could not complete the collection, so to speak. But I got Weekend at Bernie's. I got it for like $1 because I had like a $5 coupon. It was only like a $6 one. And also, I'll tell you that one of the main reasons I bought it, I'm a huge Andrew McCarthy fan, but I actually forgot that one, you probably can't see this, but that girl in the middle, it's one of the girls from Night of the Comet, Mary Catherine Stewart, so I was like, it's got some good 80s actors in it. Now we're going deep down the McCarthy hole. I said I was an Andrew McCarthy fan, and I told you no lie. There's another deep discount sale back in June or something. I got the Blu-ray of Mannequin here. I actually really love this movie. I watched it about 20 times when I was a kid on HBO and shit like that. Mannequin, you either love it or hate it. But then I really went down the rabbit hole. I was like, well, I gotta have both. Mannequin 2 on the move. I have seen this. I know everybody says it's bad, but here's the thing. Christy Swanson, William Ragsdale, the lead actor from Fright Night. And then, of course, you got Meshach Taylor playing the crazy guy again. Yeah, Mannequin 2. I was like, whatever. If it's just... I'm not like that. Like, I don't buy every movie in a series, but whatever. I had to. Alright. Sex Lies and Videotape. This is a really good drama. And it's 80s. It's like 88. It's got great James Spader mullet in it. Playing a really... He's not really evil, but like... You have to see the movie to really understand the plot. But, you know, really messing with the heads of like some women and stuff. And he basically... If you haven't seen Sex Lies and Videotape, James Spader plays a guy who, like, he has an impotence problem. And the only way he can, like, reach any sexual gratification is he has these women... like tell their sexual past or history or fantasies, and then like he watches it later by himself and then he jerks off. Like, it's a really good... Soderbergh's first movie. It's really well done. It sounds nasty and gross, but it's really not. It's a good drama. Okay, Sometimes They Come Back, Stephen King. This is actually a TV movie, but they put it out on Blu-ray. This is another Olive Films. Olive is licensing a bunch of stuff from you know, the MGM catalog is pretty much where this came from. Really like this. Definitely want to see it on Blu-ray. I watched it on streaming a couple years ago. You know, again. Now here we have Italian Terminator. No, it's Brian Brosworth, Stone Cold. This looks like... They make it look like a... I've never seen this artwork until this Blu-ray came out from Olive Films. Yeah, you gotta have Stone Cold. I held off on the DVD for years, hoping there would be a Blu-ray. There finally was. I gotta watch this soon. Okay, this is 90s, so not technically 80s. Virtuosity. I had the DVD of this, but this is like a very well shot, very stylish movie, so I figured the Blu-ray would be good. I got the Blu-ray for like $5, but love this movie. This, I swear this is the... If you watch this movie totally contains the concept of the Matrix from the Matrix films in it, and they totally do it kind of cooler in this than they do in the Matrix, but whatever. Alright. This is probably going to be a long video, so I'll try to speed through it. Hobgoblins, the film that inspired Gremlins. Not really. Got this from Bull Moose for cheap. This is actually Vinegar Syndrome. I haven't really been buying their movies, because they put out like a lot of porn and stuff, which is cool, but... You know, I don't really buy a bunch of 70s porn, to be honest with you. But I saw the trailer for this movie, Hobgoblins. It looks kind of really great in a bad way, if you know what I mean. And I just like goofy puppet bullshit, so I got Hobgoblins. Another goofy movie, again from Vinegar Syndrome. I got this cheap also off Bull Moose. Death Row Game Show. I could try to tell you what this is about. I haven't watched it yet, obviously it's a shrink up. But I saw the trailer for it, and I had to buy it. So... Okay, no more 90 stuff. What is this 90s? I think it's 2000. Tomb Raider double pack. It was $5, like I said. Like Angelina Jolie. This was really on sale cheap recently. Not the most perfect adaptation of Pet Sematary. I'm kind of glad they're redoing it, but it's still really good for the time period. 89, I think they made this. Late 80s horror. I really like it. Okay, again. I think this is 2000s and 28 Days Later, but double pack of the 20 Days Later movies. Okay, this was a good double feature. I think this, yeah, Shout Factory. Easy Money, which is a good movie, but I really bought it. I'm a big fan of both Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez. I bought it Men at Work, high def. And it was cheap. I think it was like $10, so... For those movies, you can't. Alright, I bought this actually for the show, so we could cover it on the show, and we scheduled to record Masters of the Universe show like so many times, and we just keep putting it off. We'll do it soon, because I fall in and out of love with this movie a bunch, but generally I like it right now. Okay, this is older in the pile, not the comment. I don't know why that's in there. It is 80s, but I've had that for a while. The World's End. Okay, that's not 90s. Okay, or 80s. Lord of Illusions, another 90s one. I got this on, I think, the Scream Factory summer sale. Same with Shock. Or no, I got these on Amazon. Amazon had a sale. Okay, Your Highness, that's not... Okay, yeah, the Escape from New York, I did not have this on Blu-ray. I didn't have that MGM Blu-ray. So I got this, the Shout Factory one, Escape from New York. It's pretty good special edition. But most of it is from that MGM DVD. Great Gatsby 3D. Bought it used off eBay. Okay, don't make... Well, actually, please do make fun of me. Transformers Age of Extinction. Okay. First of all, I have the other Transformers movies. Why? They're all bad. I actually don't like any of them, to be honest with you. But I'm a big fan for 3D movies. I do. This is a 3D TV over here. It's the last generation of the Panasonic Plasma. It's pretty good 3D TV. Not perfect, but actually pretty good. So, I do like the Transformer movies, how, like it says right here, expanded image is seen in IMAX 3D. What that means is, I shouldn't even be talking about this on this video. But anyway, I like the 3D IMAX like aspect ratio. It like blows up and changes while you watch the movie. But the reason I was digging in that pile was this was another one I bought back. I've been holding out forever for a Blu-ray for this. It never came out. There's a Japanese one, but everybody says it's expensive, and everybody says it's upscale, the DVD anyway. So I bought the special edition DVD of The Wraith. Old Morrissey thing. Here is... I bought this a while ago too, really for the show, really, so we could cover all the Police Academy movies. We still haven't gotten on it yet. This is a really good 80s movie right here, Fresh Horses. Again, big Andrew McCarthy fan. Bought this a couple months ago. Molly Ringwald's good in it too, but they shot it, actually young Ben Stiller's in it too. They shot this in Cincinnati, which is where I'm from. So I kind of, not all the movies are ever shot in Cincinnati, but yeah, a lot of them, you know, I buy. So that's pretty much it. I have a couple other things, like I have some True Detective seasons. You don't care about that. My room is a mess in here, guys, so you're going to see some mess and shit. Try to ignore it. Exodus 3D, bought that shit. Oh man, I actually bought this on accident. I plan on giving it away or selling it to somebody. Hercules 3D, bought it cheap used. Civil War. This is all shit you 80s guys don't care. I just got this today. X-Men Apocalypse 3D. This is cool, but the packaging is so terrible. It came all bent up. Like I got this brand new in the mail. It's all bent up. But for $10, you can have all the Omen movies. But this packaging, it's not even the same size as a Blu-ray packaging. It's like, and it's so flappy. Like, look how flappy. Like, that's why it got all fucked up in the mail. Sucks. Tarzan 3. You don't care about that. The reason I came over here was this drawer, I think. I have to be careful so they don't fall out. Yeah, like, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan, but when the new movie came out, they had all the Star Trek box sets. These are all the movies. That's the Next Generation movies. And this is the original cast movies. Let's see. Ooh, Batman, Superman. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, don't look at that. Zero Boys also. I actually got this used. Got a couple bucks off it, but, you know, still was there. Okay, this is how this pack, man. This pack sucks. Because look, it has My Tutor. All these movies, they're like 2 movies. Let me open this up. They're like 2 movies on each side of each DVD. These are compressed to shit. That's why I couldn't live with this copy of My Tutor in here. Even for My Tutor, it looks so freaking awful. And then here's like the drive-in ones that have some movies. These ones generally don't look that bad. And I think this is the same company that put this out, but yeah, I wouldn't buy this one, guys, because I had to pay like 15 bucks for this, and it was not worth it, because I'll probably watch some of these movies for the show at some point. But this is one of the few times with DVDs I feel like I got ripped off. So, you want another deep, dark secret? Something I bought? Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have shown you guys that. You guys are definitely going to hate us now after you know that I own the Poltergeist remake. So, that's it. Thanks for checking out all my 80s movies. Sorry it was in my messy room. See that? You can't see that. Saw posters, shit back there. Some of my movies, I don't know if you guys, I have a PlayStation, I have a TV. I know some people show their rooms. I don't know why you guys, even this is in disarray. I'm kind of like still moving into this house, to be honest with you. Well, actually re-moving in because I had to bring a bunch of stuff from my dad's house. So that's kind of why everything's a mess. Again, Cincinnati movies, shout out, 90s, Airborne. The best rollerblading movie ever made. So, I don't know. Maybe later I'll go through and pick out some of the best 80s movies on these shelves and, you know, talk about them or whatever. But that's it for our first video from 1980s Movie Graveyard. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for supporting the podcast. Thanks for checking out the Twitter. Thanks for checking out the Facebook. Facebook.com/1980s Movie Graveyard. Twitter.com 1980s Movie Graveyard. All that shit, you guys know it. Thanks. Peace.